We have often seen bride to be always angry, always ferocious, and always in a bad mood. But bride was something very fragile, very empathic, and very delicate before she emerged into a monster. And behind every monster, there is a story, a tragedy, a history, a complication. In 1831, bride was supplied to Victor in parts, for Frankenstein, who was craving for a love, a wife, like his father Victor. Eric Frankenstein was so desperate for a soulmate that he had some furious encounters and heated conversations with his father, Victor. Victor, keeping the desperation of Eric Frankenstein in view, started to create a bride, so that the void of being loved shall be fulfilled in the life of Eric. That was the point when bride first look was revealed. Soon, the bride came into existence, scared like an infant, delicate like a flower, and innocent like a child. But with the touch of Victor, she feels soothed like a child is soothed by a mother's touch. With time, bride started to get familiar with life. She was put on a socializing path by Victor himself, who worked on bride like a teacher. The bride started to get comfortable with Victor, continuing her way to getting to know the life. Victor intended to make the bride familiar with herself and things around herself so that she might be able to get to know Eric Frankenstein better, able to understand the giant hothead. Victor also introduced the tourmaline amulet to the bride, to which bride responded, pretty. As time passed, the patience of, too desperate, Frankenstein for love, started to fade away, and he put his hands on the bride, which was still not able to understand Eric. When Victor tried to stop Eric, Eric unleashed the beast he actually was and grappled Victor by his neck, raising him up in the air, and then smashing him into the bed. That was the first time bride touched Victor, soothed him, in a try to make him feel fine, upon which Victor said,
"It is fine."
As the socializing journey continued, the bride started to gain emotions and intelligence. The first time the bride is seen laughing, was the moment Victor and the bride talked about the mustache. Bride wasn't able to control her laughter when Victor was around. Both started to feel equally comfortable and closer with the passage of time. A smiling monster, a playful freak, a corpse with emotions. At this moment, for the first time, both were seen intimate. The bride leaned her head on the shoulder of Victor, forgetting every other thing in the universe. Victor, even at that time, showed no intent of anything suspicious towards the bride, continuously guiding her to her way of learning journey. He presented the tourmaline necklace to the bride of Eric Frankenstein and ensembled it around her neck, and the bride said in amazement,
"Beautiful."
Things continued to heat up between the two in this way, till it happened as both were close to a happy ending. But in the world of monsters, there is no happy ending.